Hello mga kababayan, the so-called airtight case against Vice President Sara Duterte is officially dead on arrival. Ang iingay ng prosecution mga kababayan, ang rami nilang hanash sa media. Pero noong sinalang na sa actual na trial, boom! Supal pa lang kanilang sariling testigo. Today, we are looking directly at the actual video that completely destroyed the prosecution's narrative. If you want real facts mga kababayan, sharp commentary, and unshakable law, hit that subscribe button. Share this video and let's watch how the prosecutions just humiliated themselves. Panoorin nating mabuti ang eksenang ito, and this is the exact exchange that ended the prosecution circus. Watch this.
You can dispense with the witness already. Just a few questions, Sailin. Wala pang NFD, lahat ng pondong pinag-uusapan natin. Fourth quarter of 2022, first 3 quarters of 2023 for DepEd and OVP.
Opo, wala pa pong NFD.
So wala pang final decision lahat ng ito.
Opo, tama.
Pag sinabi nyo nag-demand kayo ng restitution, ang ibig sabihin lang naman ito, kinarga nyo na as an unliquidated cash advance yung mga yung mga dinisalaw ninyo.
Opo, tama po.
Yun lang naman po ang ibig sabihin nun, di ba? Hindi naman ibig sabihin, isoli mo, bigay mo yung pera sa akin. Ibig sabihin nun, ilalagay namin yan as unliquidated cash advance during the pendency of the notice of disallowance.
Yes po, kasi may mga remedies pa po sila.
Kasi hindi pa nga final at wala pang NFD.
Opo.
Tama po?
Narinig nyo ba yun? In a few simple questions mga kababayan, the entire house of cards built by the prosecution collapsed. To the prosecution and their star witness, incompetence and premature accusations are not legal arguments. Let's talk about the law mga kababayan. Under the COA revised rules of procedure, specifically regarding the adjudication of cases, a notice of disallowance or ND is not a final judgment of corruption or theft. It is an administrative finding that is still subject to appeal. It only becomes absolute mga kababayan kapag mayroon ng tinatawag na Notice of Final Decision or NFD. Prosecution! Ang mismong testigo ninyo, si Zailin, umamin sa harap ng buong bansa, wala pang NFD. There is no final decision. Let's look at the term restitution na pilit ninyong ginagamit sa media para magmuntikang nagnakaw ang OVP at DepEd. It does not mean criminal liability or an admission of guilt. As clearly clarified under audit rules, it simply means tracking the funds as unliquidated cash advances habang gumugulong ang mga legal remedies. May mga legal remedies pa ang OVP at DepEd. Basic auditing rule. Hindi alam ng prosecution? You drag the Vice President to an impeachment tribunal over a process that is still pending administrative review? It is a legal embarrassment prosecution? Let's call a spade a spade. This isn't a legal trial. This is a desperate, poorly scripted political demolition job. Ang prosecution, mga babayan, ang rami nilang drama sa press conference. Akala mo kung sinong mga eksperto. Pero noong humarap sa trial, ang sarili nilang testigo ang nagpatunay na wala pala silang pinal na kaso. They are fumbling their notes and they just got absolutely schooled on basic state audit procedures mga babayan. They thought they could bully their way through this trial using media hype and public outrage. But the law does not care about your weaponized headlines. Ang batas, nakabase sa katotohanan. At ang katotohanan ngayon, the prosecution has zero facts, a clueless narrative, and an abundance of audacity. They are weaponizing the Constitution because they are terrified of a leader they cannot control. Ngayon, tingnan natin ito sa mas malalim na perspektibo, mga kababayan. What we are witnessing on the trial floor is a very ancient tactic. Ito ang espiritu ng maling akusasyon at napaagang paghatol. And the New Testament warns us exactly about this type of crooked, rash justice, mga kababayan. Basahin ninyo ang Luke chapter 23 verse 2. No? Noong gustong pabagsakin ng mga makapangyarihan ng isang leader na banta sa kanilang katayuan, anong ginawa nila? Rinusbusan nila ang proseso at nag-imbento ng napaagang paratang. Anong sabi doon? And they began to accuse them, saying, "We have found this man subverting our nation." Sa Bisaya pa mga kababayan, ug misugod sila sa pag-akusar kaniya nga nag-ingon, "Nakit-a namo kining tawhan nga nagpahisalaag sa among nasod." Tingnan din natin ang Matthew chapter 26 verse 59 to 60 mga kababayan. Ang mga punong saserdote at ang buong Sanhedrin ay nagmamadaling maghanap ng anumang mairereklamo kahit hindi pa tapos ang pagsusuri para lamang makasira ng reputasyon. Anong sabi doon? It says there mga kababayan, the chief priests and the whole Sanhedrin were looking for false evidence against Jesus so that they could put him to death. But they did not find any, though many false witnesses came forward. Unsa Bisaya ana? Ug ang mga punuan sa mga saserdote ug ang tibuok Sanhedrin nangita og bakak nga pagpamatuod batok ang Hesus aron ilang mapatay siya. Apan wala siya nakitaan. Bisan daghang mga bakak nga saksi ang mga but. So, to the prosecution and your coach witnesses, You are walking in the exact footsteps of Sanhedrin. Nagpapakita kayo ng mga testigo para mag-ingay. Pero sa kaunting tanong lang, nagkakabuhol-buhol ang inyong mga testimonya dahil wala naman kayong pinal na basihan. You are bearing false witness through premature conclusions. But as Galatians chapter 6 verse 7 mga kababayan reminds us, it says there, do not be deceived. God cannot be mocked. A man reaps what he sows. Sa Bisaya, ayaw ka mo palimbong. Ang Diyos dili mabiay-biay. Kung unsay ipanambalik sa tao, mauusab ang iyang anihon. You sow political destruction through manipulated narratives. You will reap total public humiliation when the raw video and the actual transcripts expose your lies. The defense didn't even need to sweat. Ang prosecution at ang sarili nilang testigo ang nagpahiya sa sarili nila on national television. Tapos ang boxing. Wala palang notice of final decision. Pinagpipilitan nyo ng may krimen? This trial is exposing who truly respects the legal process, mga kababayan, and who is willing to abuse government institutions just to win a political grudge. Maging matalas, maging mapagmatyag, at tumayo para sa batas. See you on the next vlog.